assignment number 4, I guess, for the virtual homeschool co-op. It looks like there was a couple of homeschool mothers and families that got hit by I guess, Hurricane Matthew, or it looked like Trish from Just So Trish had a flood. So I guess the question is, what is your emergency plan? I guess when it comes to homeschool and your homeschool stuff. So, being originally from Arkansas, we rarely had to worry about tornadoes. And it is windy out here, and I'll show you. Carson is over there playing in his car, so that's why I'm sitting outside. Being from Arkansas, we rarely had to worry about tornadoes. So at that point, I really didn't have an emergency plan, per se. But now that we live in Oklahoma City, and I know a lot of people know that Oklahoma City is a tornado magnet, and with a hurricane, you do get a lot of warnings and stuff like that before. With tornadoes, you get chances of tornadoes all day, but you don't know if they're going to hit you or not. So, I guess my emergency plan would be to, during the day, if it's going to storm, they'll give you warnings and stuff like that, or watches and stuff like that before. So if we know it's going to get bad, what I would do is, what work he would need to continue to keep doing before we could get reimbursed for our stuff, for all his homeschool stuff, I would put in a backpack. Some of his work that he's done over the last couple of years, because we don't have to keep a portfolio, but I just keep extra work just to show progress. I would put all that in our backpack, and then I would put, I have an external hard drive that has a lot of worksheets and stuff like that, and all of our pictures from the time that me and Steven got together to now. All my baby videos of both kids are on that. Everything that's on my computer is on my external hard drive. I would put that in my backpack. I would put, I guess, my wallet with all of our insurance information on there, and then probably some change of clothes and stuff like that, and some pens and pencils and maybe a box of crayons, things like that. I would put that in there. Say they're calling for storms at 5 o'clock, and we get done with school around 2, 3. Once we got done with school, I would put some of that stuff in the backpack just in case, a tornado was going to happen, or a severe storm where, our house might get damaged. Thankfully, I do have renter's insurance that will cover everything that we use. What? Say hi. Say cheese. But anyway, I have renter's insurance, and I have enough to know that all of our school books and our workbooks and supplies and manipulatives and stuff like that is all covered. So I wouldn't have to worry about that. Whoa! Look at that. He just about fell. But most of that would get down. Anyway, what I was saying before Carson just about fell out of the chair was, we have enough renter's insurance to cover all of our homeschool stuff plus whatever else is in our house. I make sure I have that on our house. We had it on our last house in Arkansas. We had it for the entire 3 years we lived there. So I don't have to worry about replacing that stuff. You can still find that stuff cheap on Amazon, Goodwill, Salvation Army. I know there's a ton of books. I don't have a lot of books in there. I have a little, maybe about 50 kids books, stuff like that. I don't have anything that would be worth a ton of money. Except I do have one book, but it's put up. But anyway, so our renter's insurance would cover it. I just would want to have a little bit of work that Caden can do, so that way he doesn't get behind with our, look at him, Carson, bring me that, our grill liner. Anyway, but I would make sure that I would have enough work that he could do up until we got reimbursed for everything that was lost. So that's our emergency plan. I've thought about it, and I mean, if we didn't have enough time, I would say leave it. I'd grab my external hard drive, my kids, and get out of here. I mean, I'm a little bit more weather savvy when it comes to, man, this video is really going to be shaky. I'm a little bit more weather savvy when it comes to like Oklahoma weather. I've done a lot of research and stuff like that, just so I know, you know, what's being safe and things like that. So, I mean, like I said, if we had 5 minutes to get out of here, I'm not going to take the 5 minutes to get schoolwork. I'm not too particularly worried about schoolwork when it comes to keeping my kids safe. So, anyway, that is my answer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And I want to say my thoughts and prayers are with just with Trish and Abby. So, thank you. See you later. Bye.